Dylan, I suppose a frustrating result on the weekend, considering we were up. Just talk us through your thoughts on the game overall against Public Victory.
I think overall, definitely a frustrating result. But I also think there are a lot of positives that we can take out of the game, and to score 2 goals in the first half after conceding early and going into halftime leading was a really positive sign from us, given some of the scoring troubles we've had this season. And overall, it was just like a really nice occasion competing for the Pride Cup with Melbourne Victory.
You mentioned obviously conceding early, and then I guess the team showed quite a bit of resilience to put that at the back of your mind and come back and score 2 goals and lead for the majority of the first half and then into the second, of course.
Yeah, I think we showed some really great resilience, and to concede a goal like that early is hard to take, but we showed that we bounced back, and we're whatever game we're in and whatever the result, we're going to keep fighting until the end, which I think we've shown not only in the game against Victory but in previous games as well.
It seems like so often the goals that we concede are absolute freaks of nature, and there definitely was 1 or 2 on the weekend. You're very close with Annie Grove, who's having an outstanding season. How is she going? Because like we've said, she's consistently pulling out ridiculous saves and is doing such a great job, but it's these goals that just keep randomly always going in against us.
I know, it sometimes feels like every goal of the week is against us. So no, Annie's doing really well. She's having a really amazing season, and I think if people knew how much work she put in the off season last year, it would be no surprise to see how well she's doing this year. Yeah, she's worked really hard, and she's kind of stood up in really big moments for us.
We spoke about the resilience of the team in general, but her as well, of course, because it seems like regardless of the goals she may concede, and we concede as a team, she's always there ready for the next opportunity to prevent that going in.
Yeah, I think she's very good at, moving on very quickly if something happens, like, for example, the goal in the first 5 minutes. I think she's mentally strong enough where she can kind of be rational and, hey, we need to just move on to the next. That's happened, and we got to keep moving forward.
And against Melbourne Victory as well, you look at the table and there is a bit of gap and distance between ourselves and them, but we did really mix it with them. How much confidence does that give you and the rest of the team, knowing that despite the positions on the table, those that are, I suppose, the top teams at the moment, we can really mix it with them, and it's just, I guess, a bit of luck. It's not going our way and hasn't been going our way, a decent amount this season.
Yeah, I think, through the course of the season, even games that we've lost, I think we've shown that we're being competitive and mixing it with the best, and a lot of the time it's just, the difference between us not taking our chances and the other team taking theirs. So it was nice to score a couple of goals in Melbourne, and even better to take points off last season's champions. They're a really good team, and we should take a lot of confidence from that.
Looking ahead to the game on the weekend against Canberra, it's a must-win game for both sides. What do you make of them and the test that they were going to pose to us?
No, Canberra's a great side, and in the last few weeks they've hit some really good form and been scoring a lot of goals, and Canberra's always a very difficult place to play. So it should be a really, really good game, and as you said, it is a must-win for both teams. So we're going there ready to fight until the final whistle for 3 points.
I guess just lastly, I probably hate this question, but how do you see your own season going, and how you've been going throughout the year? Because it has been a challenging year. I guess you're not foreign to them here, but over the last couple of years, you have definitely become one of the primary leaders in the squad. How do you see things overall this season personally?
Yeah, it's been an interesting season personally. I think it was really nice to have such a positive start to the season, and then I guess since January we've been struggling a bit, but I think on a personal level I'm just trying to kind of leave everything I can out on the field and work as hard as I can, and try and lead by example a little bit. I think we're fortunate in the sense that we have some really young South Australian girls that will hopefully be around for the coming years. So I think the future looks bright, and if this season results-wise isn't going our way, at least some of the older ones can try and help develop the younger ones so that we're even stronger again next year.